You guys in? Hello vlog, live from Los Angeles, 8:10 a.m. PST. About to go into a client meeting here in LA.
There's a moment in your bones when the fire takes over. Blood is running, heart is pumping.
Then I'm gonna run over to VidSummit, which should be really fun. A bunch of vloggers, kind of the whole creator ecosystem, something I'm proud to be a part of. And back at the office, and then a slew of Vayner Sports meetings, and then red eye to Cincy.
We can be heroes everywhere we go. We can have all that we ever want. Swinging like
Set up the phone with Brandon from Wine Library. You're like, whoa, why? I'm doing more than I thought I could do. Like, why should that only be you? And when he says to you, well, how do I do that all? You're like, do it. Let him go fast. With Jeff Nicholson, Chief Media Officer. Just gotta delegate it and not be the bottleneck, and we gotta pick people that can get things done, and it's as simple as that. With Tyler, no email left behind, Tyler. Alan, CFO, thank you, D-Rock. The thing that has always held back when I'm not involved is we go on defense, no expenditures on offense, and then nothing happens. You just decrease until you dwindle away. Same themes, what matters, what doesn't. At the end of the day, I think like that has been one of the bigger separations for me in my career from the pack, and something that I would really, you know how I say like 99% of things don't matter? It's true. Just 99% of you don't see it that way, and you focus on things that don't matter, and I think that that's something you should audit, and that's something I audit with myself all the time. Every year I get better at dropping things that don't matter. Things change too that used to matter, don't matter. Things matter when you have a 2-year-old child that don't at 13. You can't parent a 13-year-old the way you parented them at 2. So just a whole slew of 1 hour of this matters, this doesn't. Let's focus on what matters. Let's execute. VidSummit 2017. Shandoris, you cut your hair?
I did.
What are you like a professional now?
I still got the hat.
I'm like, dude,
I like this. Gary Vee's on the camera.
I don't even know what I'm doing. VidSummit, first
Amazing.
one. You proud?
Oh, dude, it's incredible.
Coming soon, man. Good to see you, brother.
What up? How you doing?
It's a pleasure. Glad
You
we
recognize
connected.
this guy waiting outside our office?
I sure do, man.
He works
Good
here
to see you,
now.
man.
I work now.
That's awesome, man. Good for you.
Yeah,
You
it's
work
fun.
now, that's good. Yeah, shitloads of salad. Just an important moment in every vlog. Just an enormous amount of salad.
Cool.
Gary Vee, guys.
This is what I'm most worried about, that you know it, that you're right, you're here right now, and you're either not working hard enough or not believing enough in how right you actually are. And so when I really thought about the talk that I would give here amongst everybody else, I just was like, fuck, I'm gonna suffocate the shit out of everybody. In a very positive way. So that they understand, like, please, 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 don't look back at this talk in 3 years and be like, fuck, I wish I listened to him, and I wish I did a little more work, created a little more content, took it a little bit more serious, because for the last decade of this distribution disruption that the internet has done to our society, there have been people that have stumbled into the moment that you're in right now. You're here. And just don't realize how far ahead they are because you're stuck being used to each other. 98% of America has no idea what the fuck is going on in here.
It's right here.
I thought that was really good, D-Rock.
Yeah, you did a good job.
I felt really, really good about myself.
The Q&A was great.
There were some good moments, right? I'm really starting to figure this thing out.
I crowd surfed at a Gary Vee event. I want to be the first person to crowd surf at a Gary Vee event.
T, what's up? How we doing, man?
Man, I didn't know who you were before today, but I do now.
What about
I'm very
now?
happy.
What
I'm
about
very
now?
happy. I'm happy, man.
Let's go. Take care.
Hey, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
How's it going?
It's going pretty well, but there's a fuckload more photos to take. Dude, it's good to see you again.
Dude, it's really good to see you.
Real pleasure.
Yeah.
All right, let me introduce you to a lot of my buddies here.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm a creator
and I'm a lawyer, and I wish that we could help creators become more sophisticated. So you got the agencies right now in the space, and they're taking sometimes 50, 60, 70% of a brand deal.
That's
so
absurd.
A brand is paying all this money for what they think it's worth, and then the agency comes to a creator and says, we'll give you, but the creator doesn't know that.
I understand.
I want to educate the creators and speed up the industry so it can become more like what now is the real estate industry, where it's like, look, there's a transparent fee that's related to the matchmaker, the independent, the person in between.
You're gonna have a tough time because, well, first of all, you don't have to have a tough time. Just make content.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna make one video that's gonna be like the secret thing in influencer marketing, and it just goes.
Yeah.
But it'll take time because there's 5 major holding companies that control the disproportionate amount of money that's going in the advertising world, and they have no interest in what you're up to. Yeah. They want to make sure they're hitting their numbers.
Sure.
And they will fucking fight to keep it.
Yeah.
I mean, why do you think TV still gets money?
Yeah. So it's trying to turn the tide as quick as possible.
There's just the patience, the marathon, and the consistent piece of content. You know what's scary to me? I'm saying shit that I've been saying for 9 years every fucking day.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you can't give up the fight. Like look at like every issue in life. Sexism, racism, escapism, like everything. It doesn't speed up.
Yeah.
It just evolves. So you're not gonna be able to boil the ocean.
Sure.
So I would say play your little part. You know how I think about stuff? Look, I'm not the biggest. I don't have the biggest audience. I think that I'm consistent and put out good stuff, and then it influences people that even have bigger, and that's what you want to do. Like, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. Yeah. You may make one piece of content from a legal, practical, authentic standpoint that may get picked up by 2020, and then that helps a different generation see it, and then that 2020, because the kids in the background watching while their mom's watching sees it, and they make a video. Like, patience.
Okay, we'll keep doing it. Thanks.
Good luck, man. Good to see you.
What's your vision in terms of diversifying?
Diversifying.
So right now we're
like what I was talking about in the audience?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook video is fucking real.
Okay. Yeah.
Like you guys could do so much damage. You could target people that are fans of Nerf, the brand, and put a video with you doing Nerf shit in it. Like YouTube has nowhere close to the capabilities of targeting the right audience. You could target 15 to 19-year-old dudes that are into Nerf. Like the shit that you can do on Facebook is so bonkers, and YouTube native people never realize it, and Facebook is going to build a huge video business.
So you think Facebook one day will be able to compete with YouTube?
100,000%. I think Facebook competes with YouTube right now, not in the way that we all think of it here, but it's kind of already happened.
So Facebook?
Like I do much more branding and winning on Facebook than I do on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. And how does Facebook relate to YouTube? If you're doing something on Facebook, the cross traffic and all that, how is that?
That's we're hacking with that left and right. But like I would highly recommend just to create a watch channel for yourselves. Just Google Facebook Watch, the new thing they have. Try something. So a lot of people who are doing second YouTube channels should actually be creating a first Facebook Watch channel and just drive them there and see what happens. Because remember, there is not the same viral loop on YouTube that there is on Facebook, meaning YouTube algorithm hacking can happen and the machine gives you awareness. But if you do something rad on Facebook, people are just sharing the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Facebook, take it seriously.
Awesome.
And make 1-minute version recap videos on Instagram and drive them to YouTube.
Right, because that was the other thing you were saying is Facebook has a different style.
100%, you gotta get used. And you figured out the YouTube thing, figure out the cadence and the vibe of the other ones.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
It's awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah, man. Real pleasure. Good luck to you guys.
Yeah,
good luck.
Thanks.
Dude, so glad we met, man. Thanks for collabing.
Yeah,
Thanks for stopping through. Yeah, of course, brother, man. How are you?
Doing well.
Good, man.
Busy, you've been
What's up, man?
rocking. This is Anthony.
Anthony. Real pleasure, my man. Real pleasure.
This is Swag right here.
How are you? Real pleasure. To me, I think if you overthink prioritization, you're gonna slow down.
Definitely.
What got you here was you not thinking about that.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So even at the place that I'm at, a lot of times I just don't overthink that. I know I'm doing my things. I got the VaynerMedia thing. I got my brand. I got my family. I got trying to buy the jets. Like I know what I'm doing, but on a micro, I'm not as crippled of like, should I spend an extra 15 hours on the project, on the mixtape, versus should I blow up a second YouTube channel, versus should I get on Facebook Watch, versus, you know what I mean?
Spending all your time focusing on that.
I think people overthink shit, and I'm just in the yes, and you start surrounding yourself with people, and just, to me, one of the things that Sean Doris has done that I'm passionate about is I'm watching him navigate what I did, which is surround himself with people that can do shit, the answer is always people.
Yeah.
The answer to all your problems / opportunities is more fucking homies you trust.
Yeah, getting the right people.
Yeah, like when people talk about like machine learning eliminating jobs, I'm like, people don't, these two brothers, they're gonna have 57 people working for them if they do it right. Not 1 or 2. Like you become a media company. I got 17 full-time employees working on brand Gary, and we're not even doing half the shit that's on my mind. We don't even have a biz dev guy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and Holly's making real fucking money, but like we're not, you know, everybody, like, so that's the best piece of advice I can give you. Don't beat yourself up and always keep looking for people. Like that's what you three need to be doing. Just keep looking for people, normally fans, that are just good, and just figure out what they're good at.
You grab that, I grab the lunch.
We got lunch, we got meetings.
one selfie, Gary?
We got Troy here taking a selfie.
Troy.
Take care, Troy.
Great to meet
Stay
you.
well.
Jump
Thank
in
you,
one
man.
more time.
Let's do
Gary.
it.
Milton Lawrence.
Yes, tell him.
So I produced my new show called Will You Marry Me? It's coming out here on Thanksgiving, but I wanted to ask you, man, really quickly. We have the entire season already produced.
Yes.
What I wanted to find out is, I wasn't sure whether to do it on Facebook and or YouTube.
I would do Facebook.
Really?
Really. Because there's a white space, they're pushing stuff. Start a watch channel and put it on Facebook, and then run some ads against people that like that kind of content,
weddings,
reality thing. You got it.
Okay.
The fans of the Knot, got it?
Awesome.
My man, take care.
See you, man. Oh, yes.
Veggies. I'm a huge fan of veggies. Here's an interesting question. Vlog, what do you like more? Carrots or broccoli? Leave a comment below. One of you is gonna get $1,000 worth of carrots or broccoli.
I've been thinking love is overrated lately. Only say that cause I ain't got a lady. You don't know me, you ain't heard about that awesome thing lately. I put
Which
my
one's
time-
up? Yeah, that's 01, right? The knit, yep. When can I get a pair?
There's a pair.
Should I start getting people excited? I should, right? Like it's time to start getting, guys, it's coming. It's fucking coming. 11/14, get on it. We're gonna sell them out in 1 second, but I'm telling you right now, just to give you momentum, honestly, here's my plan. There's not a shoe to be had on earth on Thanksgiving. 10 days, all gone, all out of the system. Vayner Nation, vlog. We're having our Gary Vee sneaker meeting right now. You just heard it, I promised. All fucking, what do we got here? Like 3,000 pairs. We need them all out in 10 days. I don't want a fucking sneaker in the world. Christmas presents, Hanukkah, fucking, let's go.
Get them, email Patrick.
Vlog, you guys in? I am, but they fucked up my car. Can I call you back in like 4 minutes? Okay. Heading to some Vayner sports meetings. Just had a great sneaker meeting. Gary Vee's dropping November 14th. Get your pair. Long fucking day.
You or us right now, you
Yes.
would stick around and be the last person to talk to you. So that's exactly what we're doing.
I love it.
And we're asking for the biggest piece of advice. If there was one thing that you'd recommend to us as business majors, no technical skills, but don't want to be a entrepreneur, we want to be an entrepreneur. What would you say?
I think, look, the thing that you've got in your advantage is your youth, right? You have so much time. The biggest problem right now, and it's not even remotely close, there's nothing secondary, is people just want shit too fast. Like, I didn't do shit from 20 to 30. Fucking worked 15 hours a day in a liquor store every day, you know? Like,
We know the whole story, trust me.
So like my advice is very simple. Like, I think right now in the instant gratification world, it's hard to not get seduced by the good stuff that comes along. Like, I think real entrepreneurship is being super interested in eating shit for like the next 7, 8, 9 years for real.
Right.
And
No
like,
vacation, no summer.
yeah, it's just, that's the advantage, that's what you have.
Right.
You know, you don't have the bank account yet, you have the time. You have the fact that it's easy for you to fucking stay up till like 3 in the morning every fucking day and just fucking grind, right? You have the luxury of like looking at the world with naive eyes and being like, why can't we, right? Like, it's one big game of fucking playing to your strengths.
Thanks your strengths, yeah.
100%. Like, too many, you know, The other thing is, I wouldn't raise any money.
Really?
Yeah.
Never heard that. Wait, why?
I think,
Never heard that before.
I think raising money has caused a lot of kids to not be good entrepreneurs. They pander to raising more money, and so you become a financial arbitrage machine instead of actually building a business. VaynerMedia is a $125 million business that I never raised a penny for. I figured out somebody to sell a $40,000 campaign in the beginning, and that's the money we used. Success, bro?
You're heading out? I need a hug.
You got it,
I need
bro.
a hug.
Good luck to you, man.
Thank you
My
so
man.
much.
Yes, let's get in here.
Told a guy bless since she knew she didn't sneeze.
I'm tired.
Long day, huh?
Yeah. That's another L for me, yeah. That's another L for me. That's another L for me, yeah. That's another L for me. Give me that, give me